Well, hello everyone. This is your girl, my lady, with VK3 Reefing Things. I don't know whether you remember the reef I was making for my sister, but today I am finishing it up. You want to stick to me, but anyway, this is an 18-inch 18-inch reef. I got my base black and I got my ruffles. So now what I want to do, I want to affix it to this sign. Merry Christmas sign. And I am going to make a 5-ribbon bow. Now as you notice, 2 of my ribbons have patterns on it. It have a Merry Christmas pattern and a special delivery pattern. I am going to show you how I affix my patterns without it being upside down. But first, what we're gonna do, we're gonna affix this sign on it. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm doing a 6-ribbon bow. I thought it was a 5, but I'm doing a 6-ribbon bow. Now 4 of them do not have patterns, but 2 does. So I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna put that way your bow can be in the right direction. But I'm gonna bring you down here. First we're gonna do is attach our sign. If I can put you down here without my phone falling off. There is a good view. Now let's get this thing at a good angle. I think that'll be sufficient enough. Okay, so let's put this big old, and I think this sign is a 14 by 14, if I'm not mistaken. Let's measure it. 14 by 14, I think. I mean 12 by 12. I don't know where I got that 14 from. But our sign is a 12 by 12. And this is, I told you this was an 18-inch frame that I put my ruffles on. And this came out to be 32 inches. So look like it added about 14 inches. So let's go ahead and do this. And I want this sign to set on the very top. Trying to keep it even as I turn it over. Let's find these stems, the stems that go together. We're gonna attach them to our ring. See, I'm barely pulling it up. So I don't twist it all the way for permanent yet, because I wanna make sure my bow is where I want it to, my sign is where I want it to be. So I'm just barely pulling it up until it stops. And I'm putting it through the first inner ring. And this sign came with 2 holes, but I had to put 2 extra ones in it. It came with holes in top and bottom, so I put 2 holes on the sides so it can be stabilized a little better. So that's where we're gonna have to turn our, and if I thought I was putting it on straight, it doesn't matter, because you can just turn it around, because everything is the same on every sides, top and bottom. So now we have our sign. Let's work on this bow. Put that to the side. That's a big old wreath. I'm making this wreath for my sister. So if anybody watching this and knows my sister, do not spoil the surprise. She's not on Facebook. You know, some people just don't do Facebook, and my sister is one of them. Now, what I have, I done pre-cut it already. So I have two 24-inch and two 28-inch and one 10-inch. So I'm just trying to line them up so I would know what I'm doing here. So these are my two 24-inch. Where's my, okay, let's see. Okay, and I'm gonna use my Easy Bow here. I'm gonna use my Easy Bow Maker. And first, well, I should put my 28 inches. First, I'm gonna start with one of my 24 inches. And I'm just gonna fold it in half to get that center. And I'm gonna scrunch it up and put it in my Easy Bow. These are my tails. Now I'm gonna do another pattern, 24-inch. Fold it and get that center. Hey, Teven. Now I'm gonna get one of my 28 inches. I'm gonna fold that. Make sure you have enough sticking out so you can grab it when you get ready to take it out. I want it to measure about a 12-inch. That's where I'm going for. And let's scrunch it in the middle. See if we get that 1/2 inch mark. Well, we can do it on this thing here. Yeah, it's about that. So let's just go ahead and put that in. And then just look at it and make sure that it's enough for you to put your zip tie on both sides. Sometimes I'll pull it up because that looked way off. I don't care how much you measure something, sometimes it still be looking like it's off. But I just want that to be inside. And I'm gonna use my scrunch for my bow dabber because the Easy Bow don't come with a scruncher. So now that we have one of our 28 inches in here, we're gonna take another one of our 28 inches. And looking at my pattern, you got to watch out for your patterns. You don't want special delivery to be going upside down. So now we're gonna use this 28 inch. You gotta make sure it is the 28 inch. Yeah. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna bring it together. I like to do an extra measurement to make sure that I have everything. Make sure, because I like to give it a little extra room so I won't be fighting with trying to get it in that zip tie. And we're gonna put it down there. Still looking at your ribbon. Make sure you got it the right direction. Now we're gonna do our 24 inch. We just alternating our patterns. Gotta make sure they in there. So how is everybody doing today? Everybody good? Happy Halloween, everyone. For the ones that celebrate Halloween. I don't exactly celebrate Halloween. I just pass out candy for the kids. Still looking at that pattern, making extra special sure that you have them all lined up. Now let's go with the other one. This can be a bow right by itself. I just wanted to put some more colors in there. that's cutting it a little bit short right there. So let's bring it in a little more. Take our last 24-inch piece. Get your halfway mark. Somehow it look a little off. Don't do much, but it helps a little bit. Now I am trying to reconsider putting, that's pretty big right there, and these ribbons are already thick. I'm trying to reconsider putting so much on here. Yeah, that's thick. So we just gonna, let's put a green on here, and then we just gonna leave it alone because it's already thick. I'm not gonna put all the rest of them ribbons on there. You want to cut that wire. You see wire sticking out of your ribbon, you want to go ahead and nip that in the bud right away, because it'll come out and you won't be able to shape your ribbons like you want to. So go ahead and nip that in the bud as soon as you see those wires want to come out. And this ribbon is not the best for trying to control. I have a hard time with sheer ribbons, trying to control them. See how you want to come up? So that's all we're gonna do with that. It's hard enough trying to control it, but I just want to put one more little color up in there. Now, you remember me telling you about this 10-inch. We're going to make a middle loop for that. And we're going to sit it right on the top like that. Y'all pray for me when I start handling all these ribbons. And it's about that time. I'm going to use a zip tie. This one I think is 11 and a half. I'm using a 11 and a half zip tie. I don't need no distractions from these ribbons, because this is serious right here. I'm going to gently lift it up. See, the ribbon is so thick. Look how it's spreading my easy bow. Now, let's get all of this inside the zip tie. Keep holding it. Don't let it go for nothing whatsoever. That's why I'm using a longer zip tie, because it's so thick. Sometimes you have to use your teeth. Now I'm gently lifting my hand off of the middle and putting that zip tie right where my finger was. And I ain't gonna worry about turning around. You ain't gonna be able to see it, no way. And what I wanna do, I wanna see, can I slide? See, can I slide this, only the top one. But if it don't, I'm not gonna force it. If it don't fit, don't force it. And I don't want to rip my ribbon, so I think that'll be good. I just wanted to see, can I get it a little longer? Oh, here it comes. I don't want to pull nothing else out of there. I just want the top. So that Merry Christmas can kind of like be in the center, that green Merry Christmas. That's good enough before I've been screwed up and everything come falling apart. So we just gonna go and snip it. Now, next thing we're gonna do before we start shaping it is cut our ducktails. So let's go ahead and cut these ducktails. And I kind of want all of these ribbons to be the same size. Normally I don't be caring, but this particular time, I just want them all the same. And just fold your ribbon in half. Now, so you see how all the patterns are going in the right direction? And I don't care how many ribbons you put on there. I just stopped because I had all of these. had all of these to put on there because in the wreath and the wreath accent sign, they have the black, they have the red, they have the Christmas tree, and they have black. But by these being so thick, the pattern ones, I decided not to put those on there. I think it'd be too much. And you want to make sure when you fold it, they are straight because one side will be a little shorter or longer than the other. So did I get all the tails? I think I did. Seemed like it was more than that though. But I did. Now let's try to affix it to our wreath and shape it. Move my easy bow out the way. And we back with this big boy. Now we need to see what direction we want our bow to go. First, let's put a Chanel stem on it. Now I got these two 12-inch Chanel stems. I just put them in half because I need it to be a little longer to affix it on the wreath. Now with a wreath being this big, it's been a while since I made one this big. I don't know whether I'm gonna need another. I think I need another one added because I don't want my bow to be smushed. Well, let's try anyway before we add another one. Just take it and go in between these ruffles and see what you're working with. And I think it might work, but I don't want none of my sign. I don't want none of my sign covered. Where you can be able to see the Merry Christmas. I always have a hard time trying to adjust my bows because majority of the time, I always have an accent sign on it with wording, and I don't want it covered. So let's go ahead and, I think that'll be okay. You still can see that Merry Christmas. Let's go around, and it keep catching on my robe. And I do have my pink on today. Today is the last day for my pink. I'm just gonna cut this a little bit. It's have too much sticking out for that middle loop. Just cut that down, son. Try not to cut your other ribbon. Now we're gonna spread it out. Yeah, I do have on some pink today. This is my last day for my pink. I've been wearing pink all month. Mainly my hair been pink. Not necessarily my clothes, but I've been wearing pink wigs all month. And I think it was just only 2 days I didn't have on a pink wig. But I made it. Getting ready for Halloween tonight to pass out this candy to the kiddos. We have a lot of them in our subdivision coming around. It'd be droves and droves of them. So what I did, I put my candy in a sandwich bag. I put about 4 good little pieces in a sandwich bag. And they just come on a table. I have a table set up They just come on the table and just pick out their one little bag and go on by their business. Make it much more easy. You don't have to be sitting down there passing out candy. I started that during COVID. So I'm going to continue doing that every year that I do Halloween because it's much easier. Bag them up, put them in a sandwich bag. And they just come and get the kind of, just choose the kind of candy they want. I'm thinking I should have went with 4 loops of that green, but that's okay. We have a little color in it. And you want to fluff your loops up so they be kind of like sticking out. I think my sister don't love this. Don't forget, y'all, my sister don't have a Facebook page. If you on here watching, don't spread the surprise for her. Because she think I'm giving her a wreath that was on my website. It was much smaller. She told me to choose one because it's just so many and she can't choose one because she like all of them. So this wreath is not on my website. This is one that was personally made for her. And I'm throwing a swing in for it too, for to go over her door. I was making it for myself as a little table centerpiece, and it's shorter than what it normally would be. So I got to add 2 pieces of garland to each side so it can fit really pretty over her door. So she's gonna have a matching truck on her swing like that with Christmas trees on it. So that'll be her Christmas present, me throwing in a little extra for her. So this is it, y'all. This is, I don't know why I'm saying it, but it seems like it's something else I need to put on there. I'm always feeling that way. But let me hold it up for you. This is Merry Christmas. It's about what I told y'all, 36 inches. 32 inches, I believe I told you it was. So I'm gonna box it up and everything. I'm gonna ship it out to her tomorrow. Thank y'all so much for joining me. And that's all I think I have for right now. But I'm coming back to you when I start working on her swing. So I'm gonna come back to you and we gonna do that together. The swing, Christmas swing that's gonna match her wreath. I think she'll like it. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Thank you, Denise. Thank you, Tevin, as always. Nice, healthy bow. Yeah, I had so many other ribbons to put on there, but I changed my mind after it was so thick. You addicted to on Tevin? I'm addicted to making them. Thank you. Another job well done. Thank you. Yeah, I think putting all those ribbons on there would have been a little too much. Now all of the patterns are in order. I had to look at them because sometimes I've been thinking I have the patterns in order and go back. Oh my God, I missed one. So thank y'all so much for joining me. Tiffany, I'll see you later. Thank you so much for joining as always. You are such a lovely person that always support me no matter what. Thank you. Love you. Bye-bye.